Well, all right. Today on the benches, we're back on this guitar. Yesterday, I routed the net pocket out. It still has some trimming to do on the body and stuff like that. Get this all trued up, but the neck fits really good. See, it's really in there pretty tight, maybe too tight, but we'll make it work. But everything fits real good. Everything lines up real good all the way around. So what we're going to do today, we're going to get the neck pickup routed out. Quite possibly the humbucker. Got a tele single coil that's going up here, then a humbucker, then the bridge. The bridge won't go in until after the neck is set and all that. And the reason for that is because of movement. Even though you're as precise as you can be, once you glue it in, it can still move that way. And because of the glue. And ever so slightly, but enough. So I like to always set the neck before I put the bridge in permanently. I still need to drill and make the control cavity on the back. So we got a lot to do today, and I'll see how far I get. We're going to start off by getting this all cut out. Here's my bag of tricks over here. Here's the pickup I'm going to use in it. That's the pickup. And I have some previously made templates over here. I was going to test them and see which ones work the best. As you can see, that I got these all cut out here. This one here is actually for your three-way switch if it was going up in the corner there. This is for the pickup. As you can see, I have a pickup ring that's going on here. So that should work. Get it in camera here. That should work. Looks like it will. So that's what we'll use. We'll use that to route for the tele style pickup. Yeah, it's that time of the week. My wife's out grocery shopping. So I'm here out the shop all by my little lonesome today. And this looks like it'll work for the pickup. So we're good to go that way for the humbucker. So that's good. See, it's a good thing to keep all your things around. My wife gets on to me because I collect all kinds of pieces of wood and everything, and you'd be surprised how handy it comes in when you've got projects going on. So that's what we're going to start with today. I'll probably pop that neck out of the way. Well, actually, yeah, I'll still have to pop it out of the way so I can do the routing and stuff. Just make life easier. And shoot, look at there. All my lines line up with my center. So this is what we'll route out first. A little talk about routers. I've been using my big router because after that fiasco I had with my little handheld, I'm a little unsure of it. The difference that I can tell, because I've used that little hand router for a long time, some of the differences is, of course, the size. This router is a lot bigger, heavier, has a lot more horsepower to it, a lot more strength, in other words, and it just routes so nice and clean because of the weight. I don't have to fight it. And the little hand router would probably do better for this here because what I'm going to do is get this in position, pull the neck out, and add some wood here to help balance my router out. And if you got the wood, you should make yourself a wider template. Just use this because it's easy to, that's about how far I want it from the neck. I don't want it right up against the neck. And some people do. You can do that. If that's your guitar, you do what you want, and I'm going to do what I want. But this is usually fairly standard gapping between the neck and the pickup. Usually when somebody uses a humbucker, they put the pickup ring right up against the fretboard. And again, this is builder choice. You can do what you want. I made a lot of custom guitars for people over the years, and that's what I've done in the past. And so anyway, I'm going to get this mounted on here, and then figure out where that humbucker is going to go, and then we'll pull it and reposition and cut for that too. But again, the difference between the two routers is the other one's big and heavy, a little awkward to use, but it does a really great job routing. The other one does a pretty good job. It's just a little slower. Got to work at it, where the big one does the work for you. So 6.5 dozen one to another. So what I'm trying to say is, if you got a big router, you don't have a little one, don't be afraid to use the big router. You know, I had conversation with somebody the other day about all he has is the big double-handed router, which on this base, pull this out so we can see it here. See, it has the double handles on it. But I've had this now for quite a few years, and it's been my workhorse. All I'm going to do, though, is start off with, I'm going to change it back over to the short router bit. See the difference in the length of them. And yeah, I put double bearings on it, and I got that little collar on there that rests up against that caul and keeps it from going down too far. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead, use double side tape, mount this with. I might do what I did yesterday with the other template. I'll put some tape around it and use my hot glue gun and kind of get it stuck into place, just as extra added insurance. And anyway, that's where we're at right now. And again, what I'm going to do, instead of hogging this out, I'm just going to cut the depth that I need little by little by little by little, and get it down to where it needs to be, which is, I think, around 3/4 of an inch deep. And I'll have to think on that a little bit. I think it's what it's at, 3/4 inch deep. And I'll measure that pickup and stuff. But anyway, I'll bring you back in when I get more here. All right, I'm getting ready to route for that neck pickup. I have had to do some super clamping to it and everything to keep things from moving on me. Hope it stays there. So anyway, another thing I like about this big router is I can hook my vacuum up to it, and it helps suck some of the wood out of my way while I'm routing. And that's really a help aid more than anything else. So it's going to get really noisy here from on out, and I probably won't stop until I get it routed. I may do a little bit of routing just so you can see me routing, and then I'll shut the camera off and then finish routing it, and then bring it back in once I get everything done. It turns out that the pickup is 1 inch thick, so we'll have to go a little deeper than 1 inch for the pickup to fit correctly in that hole. So that's my goal, is to get that routed down to the depth it needs to be at, and we'll do that. And right now I'm going to go over and turn the vacuum on, get this router in motion, and we'll see what happens. So again, it's going to get noisy. Well, all right. We're almost there now. Um, this is how deep I got to go. So I'm not going to show you how. I got to go several more passes yet. So I'm going to continue on off camera. And when I get this done, we'll show you where I'm at. All right, I'll talk to you later. All right, one nick pickup routed out. I went just a little bit deeper than what I needed, which is probably a good thing. Well, I have a really long drill bit. I'll have to drill a hole through here so I get my wires through. It looks like I'm going to have to extend my wires. These aren't long enough to get down to the control cavity. So, excuse my moving the camera around on you here. But anyway, there we got it. About 5 passes is what it took to get me to where I wanted to go. And here's my measuring stick. And we're right at that, just right at that 1 inch, what I measured that to be, and I dropped that in there. As you can see, it had a little bit of a gap, which is what you want. Alrighty. Oh, old myonitis is kicking in already. Just checking to make sure clearance where I need it. Yep. So that surround will go on there. Then my neck will fit fine. Now I just got to figure out what I'm going to do with the humbucker. I may have to remake a template for the humbucker because all the ones I have are pretty wonky on me here. So it might be just better just to make another one. This one here is obvious where the bearing and the router didn't coincide with each other here. So I don't know. I'll do some measuring. Maybe I can sand that out of there and make it at least straight, you know. And we'll see. I'll look around too. I might have another template sitting around here somewhere. Who knows what I have laying around. Yeah, that one's messed up too. See, this is all evidence of the template coming loose or something to that effect. All right, I got somebody pulling in, so I'll talk at you later. Bye. Okay, we got the humbucker bridge pickup route for the humbucker. I had forgotten, I had spaced them out for another build that I did a long time ago. And so I had to put this back, same exact place I had it before. I did do some repairs to this to get it to route a little bit nicer. But once it's all, the pickup's in there and the covers, you know, the surround is on it, who's going to know? So anyway, it's starting to get really hot out here right now. It's, you know, seems like it goes from one extreme to the other. So a few weeks ago we were freezing, and now we're sweating. So anyway, I decided to take a break on my guitar cabinet over there and work on this. What's going to happen next is I got a really long drill bit. I don't know if I got it out here or if it's in my other shop in the house. And I have to drill a hole all the way through here and then through here for the wires for the pickups. And I thought I could go through here into the chamber and come around, but my wires, as short as they are, so I got to lengthen them anyway, but you know, 6.5 dozen one to another. So I'm just going to go ahead and drill a hole all the way through it. I got to go look for my drill bit, and then I'm going to call it a day. Alrighty, I'll bring you back in when I get more. So here's what I mean by long drill bit. You can pick them up at Harbor Freight. This is an oversized one. I used to use a real skinny one. But when you do three-way switches and stuff like up in here, you need the extra room for wires to go through. So I just started using this, and now I'll drill a hole through where the wire. I think the wires should go through for the cavity up here, into the cavity part. I'm going to go ahead and leave these on there until I drill that out a little bit. That helps protect the body so I don't mess the body up. So anyway, that's where I'm at with that. I'm going to go ahead and drill this. Then I'm going to close up the shop and go in and have my dinner. Alrighty, I'll be talking at you. Well, alright, here we are. Got the fans off, getting ready to shut the shop up and go eat my dinner. And take this out of the clamps. I think I had a pretty good day today. Didn't quite get as far as I wanted to, but that's the way it goes. Anyway, I got that little hole drilled right there for all the wires to go through to the chamber. Once I get that far, tomorrow that's what we'll be working on. I'll be doing the chamber and probably drilling the holes in the top for the controls, and then probably after that we're going to set the neck. It will be a glue-in neck. I'll set that in there, and we'll glue it in, and then once that dries, who knows where I'll go from there. Now after the neck dries, then we'll set the bridge. I'm still debating on if I'm going to put a tailpiece on it or do a string through. I got to check and see if I got those little upper pieces that go up here on the upper furls that go on top of a body. I think I do. I think I got a set of them. So I'm going to look and see if I have them. And if I don't have them, and then we'll probably go ahead and put the Les Paul tailpiece on here. Alrighty, well, this will be it for the day. I'm going to go in, go eat my dinner and cool down, and come back out tomorrow morning and hit it again and see if I can get some headway on this guitar. I think I did today. Like I said, I didn't quite get as far as I wanted to. I wanted to, work on the neck pocket up in here and over there. It's kind of hard for me to watch the camera in this. This where I was wanting to curve this down so that the side marker can see more, and I'll probably thin this down some more over here, and, stuff like that, and details before the neck glues in. And then I got to figure out what I'm going to do for the heel and all that stuff yet. And I've tried several different designs for this style of guitar, so we'll see what I come up with here. But all in all, it went pretty smooth. Oh, big horse over there, router, worked really good. It cuts that pine like it's nothing. And I still made all those routes in 5 passes. I don't hurry along with it. I just take my time and do it slow and easy. And it all worked out. And I was glad of that. I'm tired of frustrating days. Oh, gosh. Getting old's not fun. But anyway, there she is. We'll be talking at you. You all be at peace, and we'll be talking at you. Bye.